Woo! I had some technical difficulties before I began. Go figure. All right, I am here, and it is going to be a party, and I want to play some Mark Wahlberg because we're going to be feeling the vibrations today or this evening while we are going to learn how to create dream boards, what it means, law of attraction, connection, all that greatness. So let's get revved up. Come on, swing it. All right, let's get revved up while we talk about our vision boards. And the chat box is open, so feel free to post your questions and comments below. I will be looking at them throughout the webinar. Such a amazing sensation. It's such a good vibration. Awesome. All right. Freezing sensation. Okay, I was like, all right, so yay, thank you for joining. I'm going to share my screen in just a few seconds. So again, this is the Vision Board Party webinar. So I'm going to be playing some music in between what we do tonight and all that greatness. Let's get started. Bear with me one moment while I switch my screen. All righty. Okay, so 2016 Vision Board Party. Woohoo! All right, we are here. We're going to talk about vision boards because we can make more than one. We are going to discuss the meaning, all that greatness. So there will also be bonuses. I really want to dive into here and start talking about this webinar. Now, so I want to welcome you for joining here tonight. A few housekeeping. I want you to make sure you have a pen and pad with you. There will be a PDF download. I will put in my Violet Sanctuary group. I had a hard time with the PDFs recently, so I'm going to give it to you afterwards. Next, chat box. The chat box is open. Okay, so again, feel free to post questions and comments, etc. I will answer them. Next, this is for spiritually centered people. So if you think by chance you may have stumbled upon the wrong webinar, I'm here to tell you that this is for spiritually centered people. So if you're here, then you are in the right place. Next, don't forget to join my Violet Sanctuary group. This is where we will continue the conversation. This is also where I'm available for more questions. And there's also many things going on in that group. For example, like Purpose Challenge. There's great people for you to connect with and so forth. And last but not least, I will also tell you a bit about my Mindset Bootcamp coming up, which involves activating your third eye. All right. So who am I? There are some of you who may be new and do not know me, so I am going to tell you who I am. I help spiritually centered people to ignite their spirituality and empower their quality of life through spiritual healing modalities such as angel therapy, crystal healing, dream interpretation, Reiki, and spiritual wellness. And spiritual wellness involves me helping you to overcome fear and to discover your life purpose. Next, my mission includes helping people to discover their life purpose, conquer fear, detox from negative situations and people, and heal from disease. Everything I just said is a passion of mine. It's something I love to do, and I take great pleasure in helping people get to the next level in their life. It's just something that is truly, truly amazing, and I'm grateful to be part of that process. So, my background. I began my spiritually based journey back in 2008 after the deaths of my grandparents. It was a very difficult time for me. My grandmother passed away from cancer and my pop died of a broken heart. So this was the time where I decided from 2008 to 2010 to go on a deep spiritual healing journey. That's how long it lasts for me. After I did that, I was able to emerge as someone who was more understanding of who she was and who she can become. So I went on that quest to discover who I am, what I was meant to do, and what the heck just happened in my life. And that's a picture of my grandmother up top and my pop-up below. So you can see my transformation over the years, and I really want to hone in on this because my transformation, everything that happened is what led me to this point right here, right now. So in 2010, I created my business. I emerged as a new woman. To the left of you is a picture of me in 2006, and to the right is a picture of me in 2010. So you're starting to see my transformation. You're starting to see how I am becoming more confident. I am growing into the person who you know right now to be talking to you. Okay, so this is what I look like today. And here are my certifications. I am a Reiki practitioner. I am a certified hibiscus moon crystal healer. I'm a gateway dreaming practitioner. I am an angel therapy practitioner. I am a best-selling author and speaker. I'm a Huffington Post contributor. Several of my angel stories have been published in Doreen Virtue's books. I am a LaSalle University graduate, and I am currently a graduate student at the University of Pennsylvania. So, what you will learn today. You're going to learn about the law of attraction, how it plays into the vision board process. We're going to learn what a vision board is and why you should use it. You're going to learn how to create a vision board, and last but not least, how it works. So, law of attraction. I was going to put a definition here, but I figured, you know what? Why not have a quote? Now, this is a quote from Abraham Hicks' website. So if you're familiar with their books and law of attraction, this is where I got it from. Okay, so it states, as you perceive something, you give birth to a thought. And this thought now thinks. Now that it exists, now that it has been conjured, now that it has been focused, now it vibrates. Now, by law of attraction, other thoughts that are vibrationally same will come to it. So it begins its expansion immediately. And this is based off a workshop they did in Philadelphia, where I'm from. Why do I have this quote? I believe this is the most powerful statement anyone can ever read to fully understand law of attraction. And we perceive something, we're going to give birth to it. It's a birth of a thought. When we do this vision board process, that's exactly what we're doing. We are creating, we are giving birth to whatever it is we're going to put down on that vision board. Okay, so we're making something exist. We're creators. And once we set that tone, it's going to vibrate to the universe. And guess what? Is going to come right back to us. And that's what we're going to attract in our lives. Vision board. So a vision board is a highly creative visual tool to promote your spiritual growth in various areas in your life. Which is why when we use the law of attraction, we have to ask ourselves, what is it, or excuse me, what do we truly want to attract in our lives? Okay, so ask yourself, what do I truly want, and how does my thoughts play a factor in what I want to attract in my life? Because this vision board is something that will attune, will become attractive, will cater to our senses. Okay, so we really need to think about what we want in our life, what we truly, truly want. Not what we think we want, not what we think society or whomever believes that we need and want in our life. What do we truly want in our lives? Okay, next, the vision board. So in my last webinar, I discussed why making resolutions doesn't help and why so many people fail. Here, I'm talking about utilizing vision boards, because when we are creating a vision board, we are putting our all into it. We are actively attracting what we want to happen for this year. We're visualizing it, we're feeling it, we're creating it. When we're making a resolution, we're setting a goal, and sometimes the goal is something that can't be achieved because we're not really feeling it. We didn't really visualize. We didn't really create anything. We're just saying, oh, I'm going to lose 10 pounds. I'm going to hit the gym. Or I'm going to eat better. I'm not going to eat this. You know, it's very empty. It's empty. Okay. Well, with a vision board, we're creating, we're getting things, pictures from here and there, and we're writing and coloring, and, you know, and we're working together, and it's so great. It's so much energy involved. Okay. So this is why, I'm suggesting to use a vision board. Why? Again, because we are creating is a visual tool to help us to grow in our lives. It's not something we just put out there like, hey, this is what I'm going to do this year. No, we're making it part of us. This is something that's going to grow as we grow. Okay? Because it's a highly creative visual tool. Okay? A piece of you is literally going to be part of this vision board. Okay? So next, sharing versus not sharing. Some people like to share their vision boards, and that's totally okay, so long as you share with people who are like-minded. Because just as I stated earlier in that quote, it's vibrational. You don't want someone to add static in your vibration. Okay, because when you're creating, you're going to add so much positive energy that it's going to vibrate at a high level. You don't need someone bringing that vibration down for whatever the reason, because they're judging what you put on your vision board, or they just don't believe in vision boards, whatever the case may be. So be careful who you share your vision board with because of that sensitive nature. But hey, you can definitely share it if you're going to share with people who are like-minded. So it's totally up to you, but some people prefer to keep it private. Others like to post it on social media and say, hey, but there may be one of many vision boards. That may be the vision board that that person feels comfortable with sharing, as opposed to maybe a more close to the heart vision board creation. All right, next. How to create a vision board. All right, I am going to flip the camera because I want to talk to you face to face with this. So let me just stop sharing for one moment and look at you guys. Where are you? All right, here we go. So how to create a vision board. There are so many ways you can do this. All right, before I tell you about the tools you need and all that greatness, I want to take the time to do a quick angel therapy session. I just want to get rid of some of the residual psychic energy, or just residual energy overall, because while I want us to be very excited and hyped to do this, I also want us to be grounded. So I want us to have that very high feeling like, all right, I'm going to make a vision board and it's going to be creative and it's going to be fun. But I also want you to spend some time being grounded and really look at what you're putting together and really focus on the pictures and the words that you're going to write. So if you're familiar with my webinars, you know that I love to invite Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael into my webinars to help us to just clean our spiritual house. So all you have to do is just take some deep breaths, allow Archangel Michael into your sacred space, and then the rest will work itself out. Okay? So here we go. Take some deep breaths. All right. Archangel Michael, we welcome you into our space to help us let go of any obsolete or negative energy, situations, and people before we engage in this vision board process. Deep breaths. Now, Archangel Michael is the chief protector angel. So this is the angel who is the protector of policemen, firefighters, us as well, if we call on him. So he is just going to have his beautiful flaming sword just cut away any negative energy, anything that's obsolete, anything that just really we don't need in our lives. Okay, so just imagine this big, tall, beautiful man who is strong, and he is just chopping away in negative energy, in negative situations, just all that. Okay, so let's take some more deep breaths, and then we're going to ask Archangel Raphael to come in and help us. Just inhale and exhale. And pay attention if you feel tingling somewhere or anything like that, because that's just a sign of where Archangel Michael is just cutting the cords. Wonderful. Next, we're going to ask Archangel Raphael to come in and to just put nice little healing patches wherever Archangel Michael cut the cords of negativity. So Archangel Raphael color is a beautiful emerald green. Archangel Michael, deep blue. Sometimes you may see a royal purple color. Archangel Raphael is very shimmery emerald green light. Okay, so let's just inhale and exhale. One more. Beautiful. Let's do one really deep breath. So all the way down. Awesome. Awesome. Now I'm going to switch the screen back so we can talk about the tools and other things we need for this vision board. All right. So, tools. I like to use music. And the reason why I start with music is because it gets you pumped up, it gets you going, you're ready. It's like, oh man, I'm really feeling this. You can become even more creative when you use music. It's a really, truly a great tool to use when you want to do this. You never know what images may pop into your head. You never know what ideas may take place. It's just all great healing that happens when you add music to the mix. Okay, markers. You can get any type of marker you like. You can get the skinny marker where you can just draw a nice even line. You get the more fuller marker for the more bolder lines. Whatever you want to do, you can decorate it. You can draw those fancy curves along the borders and whatever you want. You can write quotes and decorate it with flowers. Anything that makes you feel comfortable that will make this vision board more appealing to you and more of a way to invoke your emotions and your vision. Whatever that is for you, you can use it. You can use as many colors as you want. It does not matter. Okay, cutouts. So you can use, you can cut out pictures from magazines. You can print up pictures from the internet. You can use photos from, whenever. Okay, you can, if you see something maybe on someone else's page, such as a Pinterest page, use that. Get as creative as possible. You can get pictures from anywhere. This is what you will be using, pictures. So again, you can get cutouts from magazines. You can print up, you Google image pictures. You can use Pinterest to find pictures. It's just a matter of typing in some keywords into the search box. So if you want to type in, for example, you want maybe a pay increase, a bonus, you might type in a woman winning the lottery, a woman receiving a bonus, or woman successful, whatever the case may be. Dollar Photo Club. These places where you can go to download images. Okay, and then you can place them on your vision board. Crystals. I like to add crystals when I'm creating my vision board because it elevates the frequency. It makes the vibration of the vision board just that much greater. So some crystals you would use would be a clear quartz, because a clear quartz is an amplifier crystal, which is great because that's what we want to do. We want to amplify the energy so we can attract even possibly greater than we could ever imagine. Okay. If you are creating a vision board for love, you can use a rose quartz. Okay. And that could be in any shape. You might find a rose quartz shaped as a heart, and that's just a really pretty pink color. Okay. Or you can just buy a rose quartz that's tumbled or clustered, a wand, anything you like, whatever will get you into that creative mode. Another crystal you can use would be a lapis lazuli. That's a very nice blue color crystal that will help you with communication. So maybe you may want to be a better speaker. Maybe you want to be a better communicator. You would, as you're creating your vision board, surround the vision board with those crystals. And when you're done, you can put the crystals away, or you can place the vision board in an area where those crystals can be by its side. Now, some people like to use a whiteboard because it's easier to see the words you write. If you choose to use different color markers, you might want to use red and pink if you want to write something about love, or blue for communication, whatever the case may be. Or sometimes you might say, hey, I just want to use a pink board for love, an orange color board for creativity, passion, a yellow color board for triggering my self-identity and self-confidence. It depends on you. Again, you can make as many vision boards as you like. Okay? Don't get caught up in, oh my gosh, I can't find a whiteboard. It is totally, totally, totally up to you. Okay? The color of the board that you want. Also, what I like to do is to create a border along the edges of my board. Meaning I like to, I take a ruler and I mark off 3 inches from the edge, and then I draw a line all the way across. So it looks like I'm creating a box inside a box, and I color it in. And the reason why I do that is because it's like I'm locking in what I'm doing. So if I want to create a vision board about me becoming a TED speaker or holding a retreat, I may color that certain colors as a way to lock it in. Like, okay, yes, boom. Okay, this is it. This is what I'm going to attract in my life. I'm going to look at this, and that's that. Okay, a mobile vision board. Here's what I did last year. I created a photo album that consisted of some of the things I wanted to attract in my life. Now, this was like a mini vision board for me. I used this as a way to remind me what I wanted to do in my life. So if I was having a day that wasn't that great, I will look at the vision board as a reminder of, okay, this is what I want in my life. This is what I'm working towards. Keep the sight. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, okay? A reason why a mobile vision board, aka using your cell phone, is great is because you can add to it easier than you can with a regular vision board. Because when you create your physical vision board, you're going to pour all this energy, all this creativity, and all these emotions really at one time, because you're going to spend probably a couple of hours creating a vision board. So it's all your thoughts and emotions and visualization wrapped up in one, and then is what's locked into that vision board, so to speak. Okay, so it's all of that you place there. So when you look at it, it's like you're going to get recharged. You look at what you put in, like, oh yes, that's right. Travel more, earning more money, you know, jogging more, or doing that marathon. Okay, with a mobile vision board, it's more like a kind reminder, and you're going to add to it whenever you see fit. You just add, okay, I'll add that. Okay, I can add that. And you can just swipe, and you can look at the pictures, and it can just change your mood like that. Because again, it's like a quick reminder, as opposed to you really looking at your vision board and really soaking in everything you poured into that vision board. So that's why I like the mobile vision board. Is easy. In case you see something, maybe you might see a woman in a beautiful dress, you're like, oh, you know what? I really want to work hard so that way I can get into a nice dress, or, whatever the case may be. Okay. And we did our angel therapy bones. I wanted to do it before I talked about this. So when you want to create your vision board, you have your tools, you have the mobile vision board, if you so choose. Again, it's just as simple as saving the pictures to your album and adding it as you see fit. Now, when you create this vision board, and I really want to talk about the words. Say you want to be able to be part of a competition and you want to win a competition. Okay. Put a crown or put a trophy, something that represents a competition, or you want to be your own boss, you want to own your own business. Maybe you need a physical building. Put the end result there. Don't worry about so much the path. Okay. As long as you are visualizing this board, you have it somewhere where you can see it every day. You can spend a few minutes just really soaking in what you're looking at, like really visualizing yourself winning a competition, really visualizing yourself speaking, visualizing yourself owning your own business, visualizing yourself being fit, happy, and healthy. Then this is how you can pursue that even in next year and the year after that. Because remember, when you create something, it could take a month, it could take 3 months, half a year. Some things take longer to create. This is why I want you to do this vision board all in one shot and then move on to the next vision board, because when you are creating something, you already are setting the wheels in motion. As the quote stated earlier in this webinar, it's happening immediately. Okay, we're giving birth to something. It's growing. It's taking on its own form. So again, make time to do one vision board to the fullest extent, to your fullest extent, then move on, do another vision board, and so forth. Because as soon as you are putting this into motion, it is happening as you're doing it. Okay. Next. So the secret sauce behind the vision, right? Behind this vision board. The vision board works because it is, as I stated earlier, a play on your senses. It involves really 3 main aspects, which are visualization, manifestation, and your thoughts, really. So when you think about it, it really involves your whole being. It involves the physical, mental, spiritual you. Anything and everything that makes up you is what's really the secret sauce behind the vision board. Okay, so if you are able to really visualize what you put on this board, it is more likely to happen. This is why we went through that quick angel therapy session where we just got rid of the negativity, even if it was something residual that we didn't actually realize at the time, because our thoughts really are key to this. If we are having a thought of, oh, I don't know that can happen, I'll give it a shot, it's possible, it's not going to work. You have to believe it. If you want to be one of the best hairstylists or one of the best designers or one of the best writers, you really have to believe it. But it also involves visualization. So it is a play on the senses. Okay. It is highly visual. You have to be able to imagine yourself being or attracting whatever it is you place on that board. There's no maybe, possibly. No, it's like, you know what? I can really see myself traveling to these destinations. I can really see myself being this amazing cook. I can really see that happening. But let me provide reminders. Let me constantly vibrate at that level, which will be reflected on the vision board. Okay. It's highly visual, and it uses a lot of the law of attraction. What you see, what you imagine, what you gave birth to. And I'm going to just continuously refer to the quote in the beginning. It's what we create. We are creating something. You're a visionary. You're visualizing something and you're going to make it happen. The more you see it, the more you believe it, the more you feel it, the more it's likely to happen. Manifestation. You created something, right? You took pictures from various places and you put it together. That's proof of what you just manifested, right? You visualized a vision board and you manifest it. Boom. Right there, you have one example of what you can do. If you can do that, if you can find pictures and if you can write sayings, even if it's a quote from someone else, and if you can decorate a vision board and if you can proudly look at it, you're a manifester. You just created something that did not exist. This is your first evidence of what you can do. Every day you are creating something, but you don't realize it every day. Why? Because we're always on the go, 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 go. You know, I got to do this, got to do that, got to, do this before this time, got to do that before that time. It's the end of the week. It's the beginning of the week. So, we're doing so much all the time. The vision board allows us to take, or excuse me, I like to say take, it allows us to make time for a break, whether it's 3 minutes a day that you're looking at it, okay? It allows us to make time for a break to say, hey, look, I just created something, but look what else I can create. Look what else I can attract. Look what else I can do, okay? I've been stating for years that our thoughts times our emotions equals the rate at which we manifest. Right? Because our thoughts involve visualization. If I think I can do this, then I can visualize it. If I visualize this, then I know I can do it. So you thinking about something will lead to you visualizing something. It's just like someone asks you, hey, are you free next Friday to come to dinner? You'll think about it for a minute. Like, you know what? Yeah, I can see me being at dinner. Yeah, I can be. Yeah. Okay, you think about it, then you visualize it. So visualizing falls under thoughts, and then your emotions. You're going to get excited about that dinner. You're going to think about what you're going to wear, maybe how you're going to have your hair. Maybe you're going to buy some new shoes. Maybe you'll look up the menu of the place and look up the reviews. Maybe you'll ask if you could bring a friend. Maybe you'll go back to that place. Okay? Our thoughts times our emotions equals the rate at which you manifest. So if you can think it, you can feel it, you can manifest it. So bonus party gifts. So I wasn't quite sure of what to do. So what I think I am going to do is, well, let's switch the camera here. And we can play some more Mark Wahlberg. Okay. There we go. Where are we? All right, there you go. So what I'm going to do is for a party gift, the first couple of people who, let's see, I don't know, the first 5 people who join my Violet Sanctuary group and say, and write in the comment section, hi Tia, this is so-and-so from the Vision Board webinar. I will work with you one-on-one on how to personally create a vision board. So I will set up a Skype call or a phone call, and we will talk about how you can tailor your vision board. Okay, and then I'll show you personally my mobile vision board, and we will talk about it. So yeah, first 5 people, okay, who join my Facebook group, Violet Sanctuary, type in the comments, hi, I saw the bonus party gift. I will contact you and we will chat about your vision board, how you can tell it for you. All right. So I'm going to switch it back over, but I wanted to tell you that because I didn't know what I was going to do. I forgot. I'll surprise myself. Okay. So get your vision board tools together head over to my group, Violet Sanctuary. Make sure you put that comment in there and let's work together. All right, so I'm going to switch the screen back and wrap up this webinar. All right, there we go. All right, so now you can confidently use a vision board to help you create in 2016. So whatever you want to create, now you can do it, okay? Because you have the tools. You know the secret sauce, okay, aka the magic and the power behind the vision board. Why? Because it appeals to your senses. You are literally envisioning yourself being successful, happy, a writer, whatever you are focusing on the vision board, that's what's happening. Okay, and also you get to help others. I mean, how cool is that? Now that you have learned something, you can be the go-to person. And that's what you want. You want to be people's go-to person because you're more likely to, if you're starting a business, be that subject matter expert. You're more likely to be that person who can think with a clear and level mind. You'll be respected. All these things just falls under being a go-to person. And that's what you want to do when you are helping others, when you become someone who people look up to. It's truly, truly amazing. And also, what's the point of learning something if we don't give back, right? So you can help someone with their vision board. You can explain to them why it works, how it's beneficial, all this and more, all right? But most importantly, you now can confidently use a vision board to help you create. Sometimes people get nervous creating vision boards. Sometimes people think, it might be a little bit silly to create a vision board. What if it doesn't happen? There are a lot of emotions that can arise when creating a vision board. Don't worry about that. You're good. Just focus on end result and live your day, each day being proactive as you work towards your many, many goals. Okay? But wait, there's more. So I'm not sure why you joined. Maybe you wanted to dive more into your spirituality because we did tap into the understanding of why vision boards work. Again, it's the senses. Visualization is really a lot to do with spiritual wellness. You also learned a few hacks, such as the mobile vision board, which I think is pretty cool because, again, you can play around more with that whenever you want. So it's like a quick, pick me up. Like, okay, boom, this is what I want to attract in my life. And it's also a different approach because instead of making a resolution, instead of saying, oh, I'm going to do this, you have something physical that you can see each and every day. It's even better than when you lose weight and you only see a number on a scale, or maybe you can tell in the mirror, but really it's the other people who see like, oh man, you lost weight. And you're like, thank you. I can see it somewhat, but in this instance, you can clearly see what's going on because you created a vision board. Or maybe you want to learn more about me. But here's the thing. I wanted to introduce you to the Mindset Bootcamp for activating your third eye because visualization is so key to what we do in any aspect of our life. Okay, if we cannot visualize ourselves doing something, then what's the point? It just doesn't follow through. So here's what I did. I created a Mindset Bootcamp for activating your third eye, and your third eye is just your third eye chakras between your eyebrows. And the reason why I created this Mindset Bootcamp is because, as I said earlier, I really want to hone in on helping people to visualize success, growth, traveling, whatever the case may be, getting that promotion, starting your own business, finding love. Oh, thank you, Miss Terry. Great information. Thank you. I'm glad you are enjoying the webinar. And maybe you will be one of the people I help. I don't know with your webinar. So yes, yeah, and people, you can post in the comments. Thank you, Miss Terry, for your comment. So yeah, using what I'm going to provide in the Mindset Bootcamp will help you throughout the year and beyond. So I'm going to switch over and show you what the Mindset Bootcamp is all about. Okay, here we go. So the Mindset Bootcamp for activating your third eye. This Mindset Bootcamp will help you to solve your problems with the power of clarity and perception while living a more captivating life. Okay, having that ability to look at the bigger picture is irreplaceable. Would you like to feel better if you had that heads up about situations before you engage with people? It's sort of like when you get that feeling like, oh, I don't know, I can't fully explain why I don't really like to interact with that person, but it's just there. Well, with the vision, is more like I can see where this is going. I can see where this situation is going. I'm going to withdraw myself from this situation. I'm going to go. So it's the subtle differences. Okay. So if that's the case, let's begin to live life in high definition. Activating and nurturing your third eye can mean the difference between seeing how certain situations will unfold and misreceiving those subtle messages. Remember, this is how spirit communicates with us. It's the subtle messages. Okay. By activating and nurturing your third eye, you can become the go-to person for advice because you will have developed the ability to see the bigger picture and give unbiased advice based solely on situational factors. This is key if you are someone who is considering owning their own business, or if you work somewhere but you want to increase your productivity. Okay, this will allow you to solve problems quicker, to see the bigger picture, and so forth. Being a go-to person means that you are someone who can be a leader, someone who can be helpful, not just be somewhere at a certain place and people will just like have you. No, you can be productive, valuable, essential personnel, so to speak. Okay, so why activate your third eye? AKA, what are the benefits of the Mindset Bootcamp for activating your third eye? Well, we are going to be enhancing your spiritual powers. Continue to develop your intuitive sixth sense of perception, foresight, and manifestation. This is what we were talking about during the webinar, right? Manifestation, perception. You're going to be really diving into this part of your spirituality. Living life in high definition, the purpose of situations and people will become clearer, and your ability to be decisive will intensify. Things you will be able to just get it. Okay. Have you ever been in a situation where you feel like you were just in it for too long and you don't really understand what happened or how certain things started, but you're just like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. I shouldn't done it. Well, this is going to help cut back on some of the time you spend. Next, dreaming. You're going to have vivid dreams in which you will receive divine messages to your questions. Our dreams give us so many messages for our waking life that if we use it properly, we won't have as many issues. Okay, so there are a lot of answers there within our dreams. We just have to learn how to tap into them. If you activate your third eye, if you really nurture it and beyond, then your dreams will be even more valuable. You're more likely to remember them. Helping you to see your potential. Use your imagination and visualization abilities to envision yourself as being successful, happy, healthy, love. Whatever it is, this is what's going to help you because you need to visualize it. Okay. Headache reduction. Reduce your headaches by meditating to activate and nurture your third eye. And this has worked for me when I had really bad migraines. Yes, I did take migraine medicine, but when I used the medicine in conjunction with activating, nurturing, helping to grow my third eye, my migraines went away completely. Messages from spirit. Understand messages when you see sequential numbers such as 111, 222, or pennies or feathers. Okay, you will have that visualization capability to understand that seeing certain numbers is not a coincidence. Seeing pennies or feathers where there aren't any birds or a possibility of a penny or a feather being placed there is something that you will be able to understand. So nurturing your third eye means you will practice using its abilities. After all, practice does make perfect. It's just like anything else. So why work with me? Why me? I experienced firsthand what it's like to activate your third eye and reap the benefits of this activation. While I had glimpses of future events as a child, I never gave them much attention, which caused my third eye to remain somewhat dormant. And that's what happened. I had dreams where I saw relatives pass away. I received visions of angel lights and things like that, and I didn't really know what it meant. So I just continued on with my life. However, one reason why I began my spirituality business based in 2010 is because of my third eye. So after the 2-year healing journey, okay, because of the deaths of my grandparents, I was able to visualize what I needed to do in my life. I just was able to see my next steps, which was to create the business, to help people, to write a book. It was easier than to just go on in life and try to figure it out. I had like a heads up, as I stated earlier. You get a heads up about what to do next. Okay, so I received messages via meditation about starting a healing business, but I envisioned the process. And that's also what vision boards help. It helps us to visualize the end result. But when we do that, we get glimpses of paths to take, steps to make, things like that. So since the creation of my business, I have helped many people through healing and empowerment messages. I published my first book, To Be Goddess, Every Woman is a Goddess, Discover Your Domain in Which You Reign Supreme. I co-authored another book. I spoke at the Mind, Body, Spirit Expo and the Diva Girl Conference. I have co-hosted workshops and healing circles, as well as have been interviewed on radio shows and newspapers, and also now magazines. None of this accomplished would have happened if I didn't visualize. I cannot explain how strong the power of visualization is and how closely it's tied into our third eye. Okay. And then also, as I explained earlier in the webinar, my bachelor's degree and so forth. And my adult life has greatly benefited from the activation and nurturing of my third eye. The first benefit I realized from activating my third eye was the reduction and eventually complete end to my migraine headaches. Second was the benefit that I began to unveil many things in my life, which included who I truly am, what I was meant to do, and so forth. Third benefit was the ability to see my potential for success in various areas of my life through this confirmation, such as seeing sequential numbers. But also I want to say that I want to share this knowledge with others because I want you to benefit from this as much as I have benefited from this, because again, I am passionate about helping people. This is what I want to do. So the Mindset Bootcamp for Activating Your Third Eye is a 3-day interactive online bootcamp, which consists of pre-recorded lessons that will help you to activate and nurture your third eye. You can totally do this at your own pace. Here's the breakdown. Day 1, you will learn how to activate your third eye, get over fear of activation, and manifest it at a greater level, what it is, the gland associated with it and its functionality, how to enhance your surroundings to aid in nurturing your third eye. As with the visualization board, it is an environment you create. That little space that you will put your vision board, that's a surrounding, okay? You are activating your third eye to an extent by doing that because you are envisioning an environment in which you are successful. You created that space. You created that vision board. You put it there. Now you created a sacred space. Day 2, exercises and tools. You will learn various exercises to boost the ability of your third eye, which includes helping you gain situational clarity, become more decisive, and have vivid dreams. tools you can use to increase the vision of your third eye, techniques for your body that can enhance the strength of your third eye. Day 2 is going to be brutal, but in a good way. We're going to get down to nitty gritty. It's going to be fun. It really will be. Day 3 is all about visualization techniques, and you will learn the visualization techniques for success in multiple areas in your life and visualization techniques for insights into your future. Okay. You will receive downloadable worksheets and meditations, and you'll also have access to the private Facebook group where I'll answer more of your questions and you can connect with other third eye activators. So are you ready? This boot camp is for you if you're a spiritually minded person who has some knowledge about the third eye, but want a deeper understanding of how to apply it in your life. You have experienced glimpses of the future or of situations and want to develop and strengthen your third eye. You have a spiritually based practice and want to strengthen your third eye to increase your abilities to help your clients. You're ready to unlock the ability to have foresight and envision your potential. You're ready to have vivid dreams that you remember and receive answers in those dreams. So let's get started. What's the investment? As an angel therapy practitioner, I am very conscious of the power of numbers and the impact it has in our lives. Therefore, I priced the Mindset Bootcamp for activating your third eye at $55 because in angel numbers, the number 5 represents change. Since this is a very transformative time, the number 5 seems appropriate. In addition, I didn't want the price of the bootcamp to be overwhelming. Instead, I want you to feel confident in the investment as you enter the new year, which is why I set the price at $55. So frequently asked questions, what if I can't afford it now? I understand that nervous feeling you get right before you purchase something. I've been there, I know. I still go through that sometimes, especially if you made a recent purchase, okay? So I want to really soothe your concerns by telling you that once you make the course or once you take the course, you will strengthen your ability to see the potential of a good investment. So and there you have it. While you could do some of the solo research online to help you, I already compiled information, exercises, and tools for you in one location. I also created a community of like-minded individuals who you will connect with along your journey. Okay, are refunds offered? I wholeheartedly believe and know that this course will help you to activate and strengthen your third eye when the lessons are put into daily practice, because it has and continues to work for others and me, which is why I do not offer refunds. So while this is a 3-day course, what you will be given can be applied daily. Will it work and how long does it take to work? Okay, so everyone learns at a different pace. Furthermore, depending on your beliefs, your third eye will activate quickly, moderately, or slowly. However, with practice, it will activate. The course provides daily exercises for other information for you and other information for you to use as a daily practice material. Okay, so you have to understand your learning style and consistently do the work to receive results. And below is the disclaimer. All right, so let's. All right, yay, I'm back. All right, so if anyone else wants to post anything in the chat room, anything, any questions, I will be here. We have, 4 minutes until the end here. We did pretty good. So, okay, let me refresh this. All right, so as that's refreshing, thank you again for joining. Let me bring this up here. All right, so I want to thank everyone again for joining. Visualization and vision boards are something that is really near and dear to my heart because I understand the power of visualization. And if we really work hard towards envisioning us, whatever we want that visualization to be, whether it's success, falling in love, promotion, getting married, being fit, traveling, being famous. I don't know, whatever you want, speaking at an event, becoming a great healer, writing a book, whatever the case may be, being a New York Times bestseller, more and more thoughts are coming to mind. Okay, whatever the case may be, visualization is really key. Under that whole visualization process lies what we spoke about today. You know, when you visualize something, you're giving it an existence. You're giving birth to it. That's what the quote stated in the beginning. Okay, so if anyone has any more questions, I'm going to wrap this up. But yes, that's what it's all about. Just really understanding yourself, what you like, what would you truly like to attract in your life. Because once you begin to create a vision board, the universe is already working its magic. It's being put into motion as we speak. Okay, so I really want this process to be something that you truly, truly, truly want. Something that you will be ready for. Even if you think you're not ready, you're already putting it out there, so you're ready. Okay. All right. So awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you. The replay will be available. So I hope that you have fun when you create your vision boards, and I hope to see you in the Violet Sanctuary group. All right. Have a wonderful evening, and I will talk to you soon.